Deep democracy is a phrase that I actually got from one of my clients. It is being used to describe the kind of culture that he has created. I was very fortunate to have this gentleman in one of my leadership development classes, and where we talked about equality and many of the principles that are in the book. And he just really grabbed hold as a white male to really understanding what it felt like to be a person of color. And empathy is something we talk about in the book, and I think leaders are just short on empathy. But I want to share a brief story that really explains what he experienced, and then how that translated into him being a leader who said, I will have a platform where everybody's voice can be heard. So we were in one of our training classes, and his partner was there to learn with him. We designed programs where the manager and the employee come together across differences for a shared learning experience. It's quite fascinating, quite awesome, not just because we do it, just because of their experience. But she told the story of how every day she has fear in her heart for her son being pulled over by a police officer. And as she told the story, she started to cry. And he looked at her and he was like, are you telling me that you are seriously worried about your son being pulled over and killed by a police officer? I mean, the idea just, he had never in his brain ever thought of it. He said, I cannot imagine that I would have to worry about my son, who happens to be the same age as your son. I can't even imagine that. And so that courageous conversation started a series of conversations where he really came to the understanding that because of skin color, the people were not being valued. They were not being given equal opportunity, and their voice did not count. And he then turned and started to apply these principles of inclusion and making sure that everybody's voice is heard regardless of title in his department. He created forums where people had courageous conversations, and he happens to be the highest producing business unit for this organization that he works for. And he accredits all of it to the kind of culture that he's created, where people can say, I don't feel like you're treating me like I have value. And they're talking about it. They're having the courageous conversations. And so he tells lots of stories about how uncomfortable people have become, but it's become the norm now. And so he calls it deep democracy. And if you think about it, in this country, the United States of America, we're supposed to be founded on democracy, where everyone is valued, everyone is given equal opportunity. And so he's translated that into the business world and just seeing phenomenal breakthrough results.